Hey everyone, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for visiting. I'm hopping on because I just realized I never shared the cards that I made for the February release from Impression Obsession. So shame on me, but here I am. The stamps are still available, of course. These are not limited edition. They are in the full regular catalog. So let me go ahead and share some of the products that I selected for the month and my sample cards. First of all, I wanted to share this stamp with you first. This is called Broken Chain Link. And this is a cover a card stamp, so it's 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 inch square. And these are wonderful stamps to use when you want to just have a little bit of design poking out on the background of your card, or you can completely ink them and stamp the whole card, the entire card front if you'd like. And I love these stamps, and I'm so glad that Impression Obsession has continued making this series, the Cover a Card stamp series. So these are wonderful stamps to have. Again, this one is called Broken Chain Link. This one's been in the catalog for a while. The reason I'm sharing it with you today is because the video I'm going to be uploading tomorrow uses this stamp on some of the backgrounds. So just to give you a heads up, this one is going to be shown as some samples that I share with you tomorrow. So I wasn't able to find it when I recorded that video that's going to upload tomorrow. So once I came across it, I thought I would include it here. So that's, again, Broken Chain Link. And then, so this is another stamp from Impression Obsession. This one released in January, and this one is called Friendship Script. And this is just a really beautiful, large script stamp, which is great for adding interesting details to the backgrounds. And so that one released in January, so I did use it, I think, on some of the cards that I'm going to share with you. Yeah, some of the cards I'm going to share with you in this video. So I thought I would mention this one as well. And so looking at some of the new stamps that released in February, this is one of Jeannie's fun stamps. She did us 3 different cover cards. So this is the first one. This one is called Tiny Dot Texture. And I think this stamp is so fun. It's just all different sized dots, kind of like bubbles, so it's really fun. And then she also Jeannie also released this one. It's called Tiny Stars, and this one has just all different sizes of stars just scattered around. Really fun stamp. And the last one that Jeannie released, or at least the last one that I requested for the month of February from Jeannie, is this one here, and it's called Worn Linen, and I love this stamp. This is a wonderful stamp from Jeannie. Again, it's that 5 3/4 inch square, and you can see it has just a really beautiful linen texture. So one thing, when I use these stamps, of course, they're mounted on cling foam, and you could peel the backing off here, and you could mount them to a clear acrylic block or to a stamp positioner. I typically will leave the backing on here because I usually just lay them down on my table and place the cardstock on them when I want to stamp them, or I'll just hold them in my hand and kind of randomly stamp on my card. So what I do so that I can remember the name of the item and the number, I actually write on them with a Sharpie, and then because this is kind of a slick, waxy surface, the Sharpie won't actually dry down, it'll smear. I just put a couple pieces of Scotch tape over it, and then it keeps that writing all nice and clear. And then every time I use it, I know exactly what stamp it is and the number here, and that helps me because I have to link to them for you. So that helps me remember which stamp design it is. So you could even add, Impression Obsession if you're not sure, if you want to remember what company it's manufactured by, etc. So just thought I would mention that little tip there. And then of course it has Jeannie's name on here because she's the designer, and 2023 is because that's the year it was released. So some of the clear stamps that are releasing this month, this one is from Dina. It's called Pooh Easter Joy. Cute little Pooh Bear, and he has a cute little Easter basket there, a couple of fun sentiments, and 2 butterflies. And then here is Pooh. He's looking into climbing into a cup of coffee, and I tell you, sometimes that's how I feel in the morning. And then fun sentiments in here as well. The struggle is real is the one that I used on my card, and then maybe coffee will help. I use that as well. And so this is a fun Pooh set. Here's one from Nola. It is an Easter and bunny themed set. It also has some religious connotations here with He is Risen. So you can see I used the bunny, the eggs, and the beautiful sunflower there. So that one's called Easter Squares from NOLA. And then a couple of sets that I requested from Elisa Baker. This is a cute little set with a bunny and a couple of teacups and some greenery and some sentiments. One thing about this teacup here, when you get the stamp, the image that's inside the teacup here is actually part of the teacup. It's one stamp. So I actually took my scissors and an X-Acto knife, and I actually cut that piece of greenery here, or the flowers. I actually cut that out from the middle of the teacup so that I could stamp the teacup just plain, and that I could use this cute little image elsewhere on my stamping without having to stamp the whole cup and fussy cut it out. So just a tip for you. I wouldn't ever alter a red rubber stamp, but clear stamps I do. Like if I have a really long sentiment and I want it cut in half, sometimes I'll just snip it. And I think this is a perfect fine example of altering a rubber stamp, a clear stamp, so that it's more usable for you. So just a little tip for you there. And look at that adorable bunny. And this one is called Cup of Sweetness, by the way, if I didn't mention that. And then the second one from Elisa that I requested was this one, and it's called Sock Bunny Love. And this little image here is so cute. It has a really fun, like watercolored heart that you can use. There's a couple of really sweet little bows, 3 of them actually. An envelope here with a Valentine note in it. Then there's a love you, hugs, and be blessed, friend, with love, and heart you. So cute. And I love this little flower sprig there. So of course there's this also this really great big heart here in the middle. So really cute set from Elisa. And then there are a couple of stencils releasing this month as well. This one I thought was really pretty. It's Easter eggs. You can see the design there. And then this one is random tossed coffee beans. So I thought that was fun. And there are others. These are just the products that I requested to use. So let me go ahead and share the product or the sample cards with you. So this is the card I made using that cute set from NOLA, the bunny squares or Easter squares. And so you can see I used the bunny there, the sunflower, and the carrot, and I stamped them in VersaFine Sepia ink. It's a waterproof ink, and then I watercolored them. And then I did some faux stitching here on the panel, and then used some of the yellow and orange 6x6 pattern paper that Impression Obsession has recently put out. And so I think that card turned out really sweet and fun. I used a little piece of paper on the back there just to kind of decorate the back, and really cute, easy card. Here's one I made with the Pooh Easter set. You can see I have him stamped there. I love the vintage feel of this. So I stamped him on watercolor paper and colored him in with watercolor pigments. And then I also, around the background here, I stamped the star stamp from Jeannie, those tiny stars. And then here you can see some of that script that I added as well, just for interest. And here I actually added in one of my new die cuts. This is a new die releasing for February as well. See if I can actually pick it up for you. And offhand here, I don't remember the name of it, but I'll put it down in the description box. So it is a tag, and it has a really beautiful pierced detail up here at the top, and again on the fishtail of the bottom. You can see it comes with a hole that will punch when you die cut it. And then it also comes with this beautiful shaped label. And then lastly, it also comes with this little piece here, which you can use as a reinforcer on the whole of the tag. So you could die cut that out in a different color and place it over the top of the tag like that. You can use this label as a sentiment banner on your cards, or you can use it across the front of the tag like this, just for a little bit of decor. You can actually layer it with some circle dies and things like that. So this is a really beautiful little layering piece there for that tag set. So that's the die set that I used to create this beautiful gold edging there on the where the bow is tied. And then I just glued the bow down into the hole of that tag. I used some of the beautiful pink paper from the Impression Obsession 6x6 pad. It's a really sweet pink color. I really like that one. So, but I think this card with Pooh turned out really cute. I love how the watercoloring turned out on this little guy. So on the back here, I just added the little scrap of paper and added a butterfly where I'll eventually sign my name. And I think that card turned out really cute. And then I have another card here featuring the Winnie the Pooh that's climbing into the coffee cup. And so he's also stamped on watercolor paper and painted in. And then in the background here, I also stenciled some of the coffee beans. And then I used Jeannie's worn linen to stamp the outside edges. And I love how that turned out. See how it looks like it's so watercolored and just oozy goozy. I love it. I love how that turned out. So cool. And I use my tracing wheel again to add lots of faux stitching here. I think that looks really fun. And then I pulled out some dark chocolate twine to create my bow here so that it has more of a coffee feel. So I love how this card turned out as well. And I used some of the brown paper from a 6x6 pad here on the background. And then here you can see on the back I used a couple of pieces as well. So I love that. I think that turned out really cute. And then I have two very sweet cards here made with some of the bunnies from Elisa Baker. This one is sitting in a teacup with some lavender sprigs. And you can see in the background here I splattered it. And I also really lightly stenciled that Easter egg stencil in the background. You might be able to see that there. It's really faint. Lots of faux stitching and another really cute pink paper from that pink 6x6 pad. I just love that. It's like almost a dusty pink. It's really, really sweet. So the inside of the card here has a little strip down at the bottom, and then I just use a little extra down there on the back side as well. So that card is really cute. And then my last card, I absolutely love this card. It uses that pink gingham again. And I stamped the bunnies there and watercolored them, and I think they turned out so sweet. I stamped that heart there with some pink ink, so you can see it looks like it's been watercolored there or painted there, but it's just stamped. And then I added this cute little envelope here on top of the bunny's hands. And this bunny, I made it so he's holding a little sprig of flowers there for his sweetheart. And then this is some really fun lace that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. And so I just added a little strip of it here on the back side of my watercolor panel. I think this card turned out so very sweet. I love it. And it also has lots of little shimmers and sparkles because I used shimmering watercolors when I painted it. So it has really lots of fun sparkle and shine. And then the back, just like all the others, I just added the strip of paper here and then the stamp here that I like to sign my name by. So those are the cards that I have to share with the products that I requested for the month of February. And I hope this was inspirational for you. I will leave details to the Impression Obsession website down below where you can find all these products. They are not limited edition, so they'll be available in the catalog for some time. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy my cards, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye!